Fantastic Sunday to one and all. Can you believe it's August? I mean, where does the time go? And this is my motivational spot. I haven't been using it much, but today drinking a cold beer. It's a beautiful sunny day, a little breezy here in Antigua, Guatemala, and I'm going to impose more on you. Thanks for taking the time to watch. It's a lot of people liking it, not many. It's okay because I've been as I walk down the streets of Antigua, I love chicken buses, and they're so beautiful and they're painted nicely. And so lately, I've been photographing as they come by. It takes 10 seconds. I throw it onto my my shorts, and it's a crazy world. Thousands of people are watching them, and it's like I don't get it. So I call my buddy up. I go, every time I put up a chicken bus, it gets 1,000, 2,000. Recently, it went up to 6,500 somebody views, and then just the other day, 18,000 people watched one of my 10-second chicken bus videos, and I'm thinking, it's a crazy world. It is so crazy, and as you know, I call it the insanity of humanity. And so I'm going to throw a little comedy out for you, because you got to laugh at life. I had a fantastic life, even though I had more trauma than most people. Being an orphan at 11, what have you. But like 35 years ago, a beautiful French woman asked me to marry her. I said yes. How could I refuse? Ate like a king for 30 years, um, and was treated like a king for 30 years. Had two beautiful sons, and now I have grandkids. And but she got old on me, so I had to put her down. Now, that's not a nice thing to say. It's in humor. Obviously, I didn't put her down. She asked me to divorce her, rightly so. She always said that I come from a different planet. And I always thought that was kind of like a put down. But then I realized that's a compliment. My last girlfriend, may she rest in peace, died a few months ago. She said I'm from the planet Pleiades. Pleiades, however you say it. And so I don't think like a normal human being. If you've been following me for the last 8 years, you know that. And I'm just trying to make you laugh. I'm trying to make you love yourself. I'm trying to convince you to be kind to others, be kind to the environment. And it's a blessing that WeWorld has come in as one of our ambassadors a long time ago, actually. But as busy as I am, he told me about his fantastic technology. And it just went over my head, I guess, or whatever. And then I finally understood it. And now you all have the opportunity to represent it and make millions of dollars for yourselves. I haven't been chasing money for 20 years. Actually, I've never really chased money in my life. I just did what I wanted to do. I had fun. I did it well, and someone paid me for it. Traveling around the world at 17 in Iowa, I built a 120-foot. I was part of a team that built a 120-foot silo. That was a great experience. At 18, I spent the winter of 72 in the Swiss Alps running a snow machine. Yeah, I could write a book or make a movie about that winter. That was the most amazing. I mean, that was a job that people would die for, and everyone would come back every year to do it again. And I said, one and done. I do everything once. I had one kid. I had one marriage. I had one life. One and done. And so I just wanted to talk to you all because there's no one else around. So I got to talk to you. This little phone here, this one of 12 so far because they keep dying on me, is how I share my thoughts, my wisdom, my travels, my experience. I do interviews, I do cooking shows. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I think you are. I know you are. And but I don't get much feedback. I really don't get much feedback because for the first 3 years on the road, I didn't even know there was a thing called comments on YouTube. And I do Instagram, I do Facebook, and I do TikTok, and I do all those other things. I am going to be hiring very shortly someone to run the Facebook, someone to run the Instagram, someone to run the TikTok, someone to run X. So if you're a social media person, get a hold of me, because the shit's gonna hit the fan, as they say. Um, it's the most amazing things are happening. The most amazing people I'm meeting. The most amazing opportunities are being thrown at me. People are making me work, and it's a bummer, and it's not a bummer, because it's allowing my ambassadors who believed in me, who believed in the foundation, who believed in the kindness revolution, to reap a reward. You know, I'd watch a lot of these videos where someone was kind, and then they were treated like shit, and then someone came and said, "Oh, you treated me kind years ago," and they rescue them or whatever. Yeah, they're staged, but they're beautiful stories. Because when you're kind, and I only did this because I want to save the planet from the insanity of humanity. I didn't expect to reap the rewards that's coming my way. And I'm going to share it with y'all, because I don't care about money. I had a lot of money, and I gave it all to my wife when she asked for the divorce. Didn't even think about it. You keep it. You deserve it. She put up with me for 30 years. I'm not an easy guy to put up with, because I've never thought about the future, never considered retiring, although I've been retired my whole life in a sort. Um, I'm like Forrest Gump. I just bump along down the road, and things are. And luckily, because my memory is not so hot, I put down on these thousands of videos I made fantastic stories. There was a segment where I tried to recount all my fantastic stories, truly fantastic stories that's hard to believe. And a lot of people call me up and tell me about some of the stories that they remember that I don't, that are fantastic. And so it's like, why not share it with the world? Why take life so serious? I've never taken life serious. I never will take life serious. I do things my way. And if I'm going to save the planet, I'm going to do it my way. The other day, the guy called up and said, well, I'm not going to make this guy an ambassador so he can have your electricity. I go, okay, fine. Let him keep paying 100% for the next 20 years. Because I don't need him. What I need is for him to be an ambassador and be kind, not greedy. And if he wants our electricity, fantastic. Saves 50 to 60% for the next 20 years, guaranteed. And we save the environment. It's a blessing that WeWorld came into my life and your life, if you're an ambassador watching this, because you have an opportunity to open the door and make so much money you've never made before. Just so you know, a 1 gigawatt, which there's 12,000 data centers in the world, and every one of them uses more than a gigawatt. If we replace their electricity, just 1 gigawatt, your commission's $40 million. I'm not kidding you. What would you do with $40 million? One is you're going to give a little bit to my foundation, I hope. And if you don't, that's fine too. It's okay. I've never asked for money. I'm not asking for money now. This is my gift to the world. The Foundation for World Harmony, created in 1980, by the way, when I was producing Ray Charles on his 50th birthday at one of the best venues in Los Angeles. I don't know, 1980, it was 26. Yeah. Never produced a concert in my life. That's a fantastic story. I have lots of fantastic stories. I think you can learn by them, and that's why I share them. It's not to brag. It's not to, because I've been poor as anybody. So I have nothing to brag about except for that I've had a fantastic life. Yeah, okay, I'll brag about that. I've had a fantastic life, and it's still fantastic, and it's going to even be more fantastic. I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling. You're invited to come along, because most people during the last 8 years weren't able to go to the pyramids. Some people never were able to see the pyramids. They got to see them through this lens, in my experience, riding the camel and everything I did on the pyramids, is seeing Old Faithful at Yellowstone National, going through the Boynia Strait in Istanbul, going to Lviv and Odessa and Kiev, before the war. It was beautiful. It was fantastic. So you're invited to follow me and see how I'm going to play in my sandbox. The other day, the guy called and he said, as I was telling the story, he doesn't want to follow my rules because it's my sandbox. If I'm going to save the planet, I call it my little sandbox. You want to play in my sandbox? You got to play by the rules in the sandbox. You got to be an ambassador of kindness to represent it, and you have to be an ambassador of kindness to accept it. Because if you're not a kind person, I don't want to help your company. I don't want you to just be greedy. Some people are been told they're trying to jack up the rates because they're saving so much. That's being greedy. I don't want anyone greedy in my life. I don't want anyone who ever lies in my life. I get to choose who I want in my life. I get to choose. And if you're kind and you're doing what 17,785 people have done so far for free, volunteer to spread kindness, I'm going to reward you. It's time for your reward. And we have water filtration systems. We have water, atmospheric water generators. We've got straws that literally you could sip through contaminated water and it cleans it. Technology is fantastic. Come a long way with technology, but we still have a long way to go with humanology. We don't treat our fellow man that well. A lot of us do. But we are creating the Global Kindness Federation. 153 countries so far. Not countries. 153 individuals from that many countries. And it's a big difference because I'm not an American, I'm a man. Still my buddy Paolo. He's not Brazilian. He's a man. I'm telling Shanae, you're not a United Emirates person. You're a woman. And so on and so forth. I hope you're getting what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I hope you continue to follow and be part of the Kindness Revolution. September 21st is World Kindness Day. I'm reimbursing anyone who throws a party $100. I'm throwing one in Monte Carlo. I'll be in Monte Carlo, Monaco on September 21st for the boat show. And this electricity thing, it can turn a mega yacht 100% electric, a jet 100% electric, a mansion, a city, a hospital, you name it. This is really a blessing for our third commitment to kindness. Be kind to Mother Earth. Use less water, use less electricity, use less of everything, buy less of everything. Don't pollute. I gotta go. Talk to you later. Bye.